The story teaches us that true love is not measured by wealth or status, but by sincerity and strength of character. Sometimes destiny separates people not to punish them, but to prepare them for something greater. Pain and loss can become the foundation for success, and rejection can be the beginning of transformation. The poor boy's journey proves that no dream is too big if you have faith and determination. And the girl's regret reminds us that money can never replace genuine love and peace of heart. In the end, destiny didn't destroy them, it rebuilt them. Both learned that the richest people are not those with gold, but those who have loved deeply, lost gracefully, and risen again with hope. Hello everyone, welcome back to The Secret Street. Today we're diving into a powerful and emotional story titled, She Fell for a Poor Boy, but Destiny Had Other Plans. This story isn't just about love or heartbreak. It's about how life can take unexpected turns, how destiny can rewrite the plans we thought we controlled, and how resilience and courage can transform the most painful moments into something truly remarkable. It all begins in a small coastal town where life is simple, but dreams are big. She was a girl born into comfort, surrounded by luxury, educated in the best schools, and raised to believe that the world would always work in her favor. He, on the other hand, came from the other side of that world, a poor boy with nothing but ambition in his heart and hard work in his hands. He didn't own fancy clothes, expensive watches, or polished shoes, but he had something far more valuable: determination. Their paths crossed not because of wealth or status, but because of destiny. She met him one rainy evening outside a bookstore when her car broke down. While others passed by without noticing, he offered to help without expecting anything in return. That small act of kindness was the beginning of something neither of them saw coming. As days turned into weeks, their worlds slowly began to intertwine. She started seeing life through his eyes, through the struggle, through the effort, and through the beauty of simplicity. He, in turn, began to believe that love could bridge even the widest gap between two hearts. Their connection grew deeper with each moment they spent together, but love stories between two different worlds are rarely left undisturbed. Her family disapproved. To them, he was just a poor boy with no future. They believed that love couldn't survive without money, that dreams couldn't be built without wealth. But she didn't care. She saw in him something no one else did: honesty, sincerity, and strength. They tried to keep their love hidden, meeting secretly at quiet cafes and walking through silent streets late at night. And then came the moment that changed everything. One day he told her about his dream of building his own company. Not for fame or riches, but to prove that even a poor boy could rise without losing his soul. She promised to stand by him no matter what. But destiny, as always, had other plans. When her father found out about their relationship, he gave her an impossible choice: either leave the boy or lose everything she had. She stood frozen between love and family, between heart and responsibility, and in the silence of that decision, destiny made its first move. The boy disappeared from her life. No goodbye, no message, just gone. Years passed. She built her life, surrounded again by luxury and comfort, but her heart carried the emptiness of a love unfinished. Then, one day, during a business conference in another city, she heard a name being introduced on stage, a name she once whispered under the stars. It was him, the same boy, now standing confidently as the CEO of one of the fastest-growing companies in the region. He had done it. He had turned the pain of rejection into the fuel for success. Their eyes met across the crowd, and in that moment, the years disappeared. Time paused, memories returned, and emotions they thought were buried deep began to rise again. After the event, he walked up to her, not as the poor boy she once knew, but as the man destiny had shaped. There was no anger in his eyes, no bitterness, just peace, He told her that leaving wasn't his choice, but a consequence of her father's actions. He had been threatened, humiliated, and forced to disappear. But instead of breaking, he chose to rebuild himself. Every late night, every struggle, every setback became a stepping stone toward the life he had once dreamed of. Now, let's take a deeper look at the exterior of this story's emotional landscape. The world around them wasn't built on fairy tale colors. It was real, raw, and filled with contrasts. His small neighborhood with narrow streets, his old bicycle parked beside the broken walls, and her shining world filled with luxury cars, tall buildings, and polished floors. The visual difference between their worlds mirrored the emotional gap destiny had created. Yet both exteriors shared one thing in common: the hope that one day they would meet again under fairer skies. When we step inside, the interior is not made of gold or marble. It's made of memories, small conversations, exchanged glances, laughter in the rain, and promises whispered in the dark. Inside her heart lived the echoes of a love that refused to die, and inside his mind lived the determination to prove that love could survive even the hardest trials. Though short-lived, their shared interior world was more meaningful than any mansion or luxury apartment could ever be. The performance of destiny in their lives was beyond imagination. It tested them, broke them, and then rebuilt them in ways they couldn't understand. Life pushed them into directions neither of them had planned, showing how destiny's performance is not always cruel. It's transformative. His performance in life, both emotionally and professionally, was proof that hard work and patience could rewrite fate. When it comes to safety features, this story teaches us one important thing: emotional safety matters more than material comfort. In love, feeling secure, valued, and respected is the real protection. While she lost her emotional safety in the comfort of her family's wealth, he found his safety in the strength of his purpose. Their journey reminds us that the most valuable safety feature in any relationship is trust. Now, let's talk about the unique selling points of their story. First, it's not just a love story, it's a transformation story. It shows that love doesn't always end in togetherness. Sometimes it ends in growth. Second, it's about the reversal of roles. The poor boy who became a symbol of success, and the rich girl who learned that money can't buy peace of heart. And finally, it's a story that teaches the timeless truth. Destiny may separate two people, but it can never erase their connection. In terms of price, not in money but in emotion, they both paid heavily. She paid with years of loneliness and regret. He paid with years of struggle and sacrifice. But that price bought them something priceless: maturity, understanding, and peace. Destiny charged them pain, but in return, it gave them wisdom. And in conclusion, she fell for a poor boy. But Destiny Had Other Plans isn't just a title. It's a mirror reflecting the reality of countless lives. It reminds us that love isn't always about ending up together. Sometimes it's about helping someone become who they were meant to be. It shows how pain can be the seed of success, and how loss can lead to rediscovery. In the end, destiny didn't separate them. It transformed them. She learned that true wealth lies not in gold or luxury, but in the courage to love fearlessly. And he proved that no one stays poor forever if they have faith, focus, and a pure heart. Their paths may have diverged, but both walked away stronger, wiser, and grateful for the journey. Thank you for watching. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to The Secret Street, where we bring you stories that remind us all. Sometimes, destiny's plan is not to break us, but to build us into something greater than we ever imagined. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it and subscribe to Secret Straight so you never miss our next emotional and inspiring story. Don't forget to press the bell icon to get instant notifications of our latest uploads. See you in the next video. Until then, stay true, stay real, and keep watching Secret Straight.